Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Rebecca Ray. The 56-year-old home that once stood here moved 50 feet off its foundation. Their troubles lay in the land as sand buries farmer soil. The two cases you will be hearing today both deal with constitutional rights. Why do you think those rights are challenged so often? Hamburg, Iowa. Population 1,100. Down Main Street, find a bank, a drugstore, or visit Corner Cottage. Delivery man Wayne Bennett can give you a bouquet of flowers and his opinion.
If you want to go to the damn place, go to it. If you don't, don't. That's kind of my feeling about it.
Bennett's bantering about the battle between his bright pink neighbor and the city.
Well, it's bringing in revenue, maybe taxes. I'm not saying that I don't believe it's beneficial to the town by any means.
Terry Rutledge runs the business the city doesn't want in its small town.
Your right to dance nude, to dance with clothes on, to dance in any shape comes from your thought, which is your freedom to think.
So, to defend their freedoms, representatives of shotgun genies fight for what they believe is their constitutional right.
The city of Hamburg has chosen to trample on our freedom of speech, our rights.
The city of Hamburg passed a sexually oriented business ordinance in 2008, which states businesses subject to the ordinance must have a sexually oriented business license. However, Mall Real Estate says their artists do not perform sexual acts inside Shotgun Genies, and instead they're performing arts theater.
You can't pay anybody to work here. Does any other business have to do that?
If you ask Tom Miller about his grandkids, he will proudly boast, tell you about their dreams and what they've been up to lately. One thing he may not mention, his grandkids are not legally his.
I always have a love for each and every one of them.
5 days a week, Miller travels by scooter to Children's Square USA's emergency shelter. With no biological grandchildren, it's here, together with his foster grandchildren. He feels at home.
And you've got somebody like Tom who is here day in and day out with those kids, and he is such a calm individual and such a caring individual. He doesn't ever judge them.
Since I'm not with my mom or anything, it's just really hard to find someone who you can always go to. And Grandpa Tom, he's just really cool. You can always go to him and talk to him about anything.
I almost wanted to drop to the ground because I grew up in the house.
A child's sanctuary, taken with the wind.
Most importantly, I had a jungle gym, and that jungle gym is gone now. It tore it apart.
A tornado tears through Thurman, Iowa, leaving the small town unrecognizable.
It looked like the town had been blown up. It lasted about 5 minutes. It was like somebody went around with a hammer breaking the windows, just that quick.
In minutes, a lifetime of work gone. Kenny Reeves wasn't in town when the storm hit. He received word his home wasn't quite a home any longer.
They finally let us in town, and there was more than a couple bricks missing, and it was devastating just looking at how much was gone.
While Reeves digs through the rubble, he finds more than sorrow. His son, National Guardsman Eric Reeves, makes a special visit to his father in Thurman.
In my opinion, it's a blessing for him. This is a fresh start. He gets to start all over, besides the whole cleanup.
New beginnings for neighbor Brian Forney as well.
But nothing that can't probably be repaired or replaced, and life goes on.
In nearly 18 hours since the tornado struck Thurman, Iowa. As you look around, cleanup is underway. Neighbors help neighbors, friends lend a hand. And folks here say that's what a small community is all about.
I don't know the owner, I don't know anybody in Thurman. We just came down to volunteer.
In one day, the town of less than 250 people jumps to almost 900.
That's all you guys, your community.
Branch by branch, Thurman starts over. And that park so dear to the young children is again filled with laughter.
Every time you get in the gym, you want to, think of the other guy training and work harder, work faster. Train with guys that are better than you, bigger than you, and faster than you, so that will elevate your plan too.
Nick, get inside his arms, 30 seconds. Get inside of it. Get inside, there you go.
once the first punch is thrown, you're really engaged, kind of zone everything out, and you're ready to go. We've been working hard up here for the last 3 months, and we're ready to go. Coach has got us trained pretty good.
It's the type of deal where you want to think without thinking. You want to train your body to move and react so you don't have to think. You know, it's like any other single person sport. It's just you out there, so you have no team to rely on.
That first year, just like trying to just throw one punch the right way and then trying not to get hit in the face. Then you start working on combinations and feeling better about what you're doing. But you're still worried about getting hit pretty hard.
You're going to be in good conditioning.
Yeah, they're all running.
Use your jab, pull back, think a little bit now. Counter them, use your straight punches, don't get excited.
And they have to learn and realize that they're going to get hit in the nose.
When you go into that ring, you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared. To overcome that itself is a challenge.
This is the basics and being the best with the basics that they can.
Well, God only gave you one face, so if you don't take care of it, you got to keep your hands up.
I think cops and firemen were both real competitive individuals, so this is a good deal to get in there and let everybody blow off some steam.
Well, they probably eat a lot of donuts and stuff, but not like the firemen. They work real hard, you know.
We find time to come here and we work out, and we work out hard, so I hope those firefighters took a break from their chili and decided to work out hard a little bit. When you're dedicated, if it's a goal that you have, you train out every day. You get motivated for something like this, and it keeps you going. Just trying to apply the techniques that you've learned. Remain calm and composed. Your mental state when you're training is to get better. Find out what you're doing right and how you can do it better. Find out what you're doing wrong and how you can make it right.
Originally, I thought I was in shape until I stepped in the boxing ring and realized I wasn't in the shape that I thought I was. Taking a full speed punch and deliver one and move, and it certainly will teach you to keep your hands up and prepare for the next blow and to deliver the next blow.
It's not much different from in here in the ring, just different techniques. Obviously boxing is a sport, and what police officers do on the street is real. So there's no gloves, no referees on the street. So
some boxers have more dedication than other boxers because we don't have enough time to train them, you know, month after month. And so you just kind of teach them the basics of boxing.